Why don't you kind of tell the people who you are, a little bit about your journey? Tell the people here who are unfamiliar with you, kind of your journey into getting started with TikTok Shop, and maybe a little bit about what you were doing before, like your last job or right before you got into all this.
I mean, I was doing Amazon influencer for a while. The platform changed a little bit on that platform as well. So you could actually post a video and it would go to like the video corral on Amazon. And that was making pretty good money there. Before that, you had to put your, item in your showcase and you had to advertise it on your social media page. So when I started that, I had a TikTok page and hooked it up to that TikTok page, my Amazon. It was fine and dandy. We were making a couple $100s a month. Like it was great. It was what I wanted to do when I first started out. I didn't want to make, get rich on this at all. I just want to make some extra income. And I order Amazon all the time. So it made sense to review it, post it, you're done. And then I saw TikTok Shop coming live and I'm like, okay, wait a minute. In my mind, I was thinking this is like Chinese products. I'm not sure about this yet. I don't know how it's going to deliver. It takes weeks to get these products in. Like this isn't going to be good. I had no interest in it whatsoever because I was trying to decide, do I switch from Amazon or TikTok? Last year, it was really kicking up. I was getting more interested in products that I'm seeing on videos. I'm like, wow, this is cool. You can actually see it in live action. You get a live opinion. It's not just a picture. It's really relatable to the Amazon videos that I've been recording and kind of comparing those products too. So I'm like, this is a cool idea. So as soon as I went in and bought my first product from TikTok and I knew it was only going to take, 3 or 4 days to get to me, I'm like, okay, this is going to be okay as long as these are good products. So ordered a couple products and things that I was interested in. And I'm like, this is cool. Yeah, I like this. So I knew there's money to be made. I love the idea. Affiliate marketing has been like a thing for me for a while, whether it's like Amazon or just grabbing a product and posting a blog and doing it online. Like it was things I was looking into because I know there's so much money to be made on the online space. We just have to figure it out. That's when I jumped in. There was a couple courses that I was looking into. I started with Social Army at the time, and that was very, very good for me. It was kind of a rough, ruggedy kind of let's go viral this way. And then I jumped into Evolution, which is more, a little softer, more women oriented. Let's
Yep.
jump into this way. So I got kind of both sides of things, which was kind of cool because what fit me, I'm kind of in the middle of those. So I like the beauty stuff. I like the softer side of things, but I also like to blow people's mind and make them think about what they're seeing when they jump on screen. So I try to think both ways. And both of those courses did great for me on both ends of it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was a part of Social Army at one point in the very beginning of my journey. Bryce helped me a ton. And I think that's good you went that route where you didn't just fully commit to one and explored all your options because it kind of made you the versatile creator that you are now. Seeing all the information that's out there, you were able to see both sides. I guess walk me through what was your first big win with TikTok Shop and you kind of realized, okay, this stuff is really legitimate. It's not just another one of those scams online. Walk me through that period.
It was a Trump. This is before Trump was in office. It was a Trump credit card sticker. And I thought it was cool. Unlike my husband, he's totally into this Trump thing. I thought it was kind of a cool idea for him initially, right? So I got this card, put it on his card, filmed it, and we ended up going to a baseball game that night. We're over here in Arizona. So we went to the Cardinals game. I'm not sorry, Cardinals. What's the baseball team here? We went to the front counter and bought some food and I like filmed. I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna film this here and show the card, bought the food and holding the card, walking down, and then showing the baseball field and then grabbing my food and showing there was no words on, like I didn't say anything. I did a voiceover later. And then I probably filmed 4 or 5 videos. I did just music later. And the one that hit was to music and it was just showing taking my card, paying for it, but the opinions on that card is what really pushed it out. Like everybody's commenting, oh my god, Trump's awesome, or that you're gonna file bankruptcy with that card, no one's gonna accept that card. Just the comments is what really pushed that out.
How many views did that one get?
Oh, I think it's 11 million right now still. Like it's
11
still
million.
every
Wow.
once in a while I'll get a sale. Yeah,
Wow.
every once in a while I still get a sale on that. And that was almost 2 years ago. After seeing that, and then also it was like solar lights, Christmas lights. And I saw a video, and I guess this is when it started where I'm like, okay, it sounds like I need to look at other videos not copy per se, but definitely see what's working for them, because I saw this video. She told her story about purchasing these solar lights. She went in and she's like, "Oh my God, I can't believe I purchased these lights." And that's how it started. Or I can't believe I purchased this. I don't, and she didn't talk about the lights right away in the beginning. She showed her house where she put the lights up. And then at the end, she's like, "I still have all these lights left. What the heck am I going to do with this? There's way too many." And I literally paid $25 for this. Are you kidding me? I thought I ordered 100 feet, but instead I ordered 100 meters. And look how much I have left. And it was $25. You guys don't miss this deal. Check it out right there. And that one went crazy because number one, you're getting a heck of a deal. The lights were beautiful, and being able to show what they look like and how many lights you get. And it was literally October, November. So it was right around Christmas. It was perfect timing for that. They're solar ran. They're still up. Like, we still like them. That was my next blow up. Those two products right there. And then I got with Fanic and I filmed a screwdriver with me and my husband. Again, another video that I saw, these two kids that were doing it. And I'm like, that's a good idea. Let's go do something like that. Fanic put some ads behind it, blew it up for 3, 4, 5 months. And that's where I made majority of my money, was through Fanic.
And how do you get that connection with Fanic? Was that through an agency, personal reach
No.
out?
Yeah, so I just contacted them, like, where you could, go grab your free sample. You can contact and say, "Hey, I made this video for you. I really like this product. Do you want my ad code? Love to share it." And of course, they grabbed it, they went, and then we hooked up on WhatsApp because it's easier communication. I don't really do the whole notification email stuff. I don't have time for that. There's so many people reaching out. And he's like, "Are you interested in this?" So we probably got 3 or 4 products with him. There's a few that we absolutely love. He's like, "If you make another version of this and you give me your ad code, make it for 365, we're gonna really push this out." At that time, there was a little bit of controversy with giving your ad code out. And I had always given my ad code out. I'm like, you know what? I'm giving it out whether I make less money or not. If I'm making anything, this is going to put money in my pocket.
I
So I've
remember.
always given it every time I made a video. Yeah. When I made a video back fourth quarter, I would literally send the ad code to every brand. I'm like, "Hey, this one's doing okay. Here's a code if you want to use it." Every single video I made. And I think that's where I blew up. That's why I totally believe in ad codes. I believe in advertising. That's, even though I made $2 per sale instead of 5, like, that's where I made my money.
What brands are running ads? Because the brands that have more ad budget, they're going to spend way more than these smaller brands. But just to give people context here, so what was kind of going on before with TikTok Shop? There was controversy around this whole ad code thing because a creator could send a brand their ad code, but the brand could control how much commission they were giving the creator. And some of these brands were setting the commission to 1%, 0.25%. And these creators, these brands were making all this money off these creators' videos. But the way you kind of flipped it is, regardless, you're making extra money of just them running the ads.
Yeah.
I think because something I've noticed already just working with you for, close to a month now, is you take initiative without waiting for people just to give you permission. Regardless, you're the type of person who can work 12-hour shifts and still make 10 videos a day. That's not normal. 99% of people aren't able to put in that much work, and you clearly have a strong why and vision for your future, your goals. I just want to, acknowledge you for doing all that because it's very impressive.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah.
I haven't seen one person make content who gives it 100% that hasn't made some form of money in this space.
I hear that all the time, and I love that because, if you're going to do it, do it. If you're not, then, don't.
Were there any very tough moments for you in the past year and a half with TikTok Shop where you were thinking of quitting?
I get overwhelmed just because I get in sample hell, which I'm sure a lot of people do, where you're like, okay, I need to create videos for these samples, but I really want to make better content with the ones that I'm trying to push that I really like. And that's where time comes into play. Like, yes, you got to make these sample videos, but you want to make them good because you do want them to potentially go viral as well, but you need to have the time to do that and the strategy to do that. On top of that, we need to recreate some stuff that is really selling and that is doing great. And it's like, okay, how do I juggle all of this? I also educate all the time. So I'm having new ideas pop in my head and these things that I want to do, but I don't have time to do it, or I didn't get to it because of this or that. I want to accomplish everything that I feel that could benefit. Let's hone in on what's important. Today, this is important. So I have to have a list. I have to know exactly what I'm doing. And that's what keeps me on track.
And I think you've already gotten a lot better with that over the last month. Would you say so yourself? You're starting to feel a little more clarity?
Yeah, absolutely. I've always known that you have to remake the content, right? You got to remake, but you make it exactly the same. I guess I didn't want to make any mistakes where I'm like, okay, do I remake this? I didn't want to waste time. Am I going to do this right? Like education is huge, and everybody, what's crazy about it, all the education you hear online and TikTok is everybody's situation is different. Everybody's account is different. Things are going to push out differently. Everybody's products are different. You can take everything and say, okay, he did it this way, so I'm going to do it this way. And you do it that way and it doesn't pan out. So you're like, okay, that didn't work. So let's take a different strategy. How many times I've gone different strategies and different routes and either it didn't work or it did work and I continue with that route several times. I'm just saying your account is molded to you. And I know you hear that all the time, algorithm, but it's true. Like whatever's working for you, stick with what's working for you.
What I'd say is just not it's not a one all fit all strategy. Like you said, it's like different accounts, people are doing different things.
Yeah,
That's one thing I'll never preach is that this is the only way this can work because we've clearly seen so many people with so many different content styles posting 15 times a day or one times a day. What I try to teach is really what's going to work best for you and like your personality and lean into that. That's how you see the most results. Is like when you're really enjoying the actual creating part, which you clearly are, is like go ahead and just test the reply videos. Go ahead and test remaking a video and see what happens. You know, you really never know. It's always the videos, at least for me, that I've spent 5 minutes on. Like that video I filmed last night of the whiteboard. It's midnight.
I
I'm about
know.
to go to bed. Let's just film this tonality video. And it's at about to hit 5,000 views. And that's just one of my best personal brand videos. So you never know is what I want to say. I
Yeah.
guess,
You
okay.
know what I think that
Yeah,
I've
go
had a
ahead.
few like that too, where we're just leaving the house and you're like, okay, I'm going to film this video real quick. I'm just leaving the house. And those are the ones that do well. And I think it's
Every
because,
time.
oh, I obviously know it's more authentic. It's more authentic. It's more like, okay, let's do this instead of scripting it and making sure you hit all the points and like, let's just do exactly how this product makes me feel. And I try to learn from that. But at the same time, you may not be in the mood to film that product.
I want to touch a little bit on like what made you want to decide to work with me and Affiliate Architect. Share your point of view.
I have been posting pretty intense for the last year and a half. I would say right at the gate, I started 3 videos a day, but I bumped it up to 5. Now I'm up to 8 to 10 a day, bumped up to 5 pretty quickly. And like you said, you get burnt out pretty quick. You don't know if you're doing the right thing. I wanted to create less videos, but more getting the views and the engagement that I needed, the conversions that I needed with those videos. I've heard it over and over again that, I know people that are posting once a day, 3 times a day, and they're doing 3 times as much as what I'm bringing in. Why? What am I doing wrong? I saw a video of yours where you were breaking down like the framework. It was on the whiteboard, why this viral video went viral. And it like literally just clicked for me. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. So I've created several videos that have come from viral videos that have went off pretty well. I just kind of did it on a whim. I didn't really break down the framework. And I'm like, okay, if I can break down this framework, this will make it go even faster and convert even more. And I can make less and do even. So I really liked how you broke it down. I totally understood the process. It is a little more time consuming. Stop, break down this video. I've been like on a whim. Let's go. I had the idea. Let's go and just do it. Those work as well. But when you actually sit down and break it down, the reason why this video went viral, those are the ones that do really well. When I saw that video, I was like, okay, what he knows something I don't know. I need more of this framework breakdown. And that's when I got a hold of you. Yeah, it was great.
And that was actually one of the first times I made a video like that. I've been doing that for months and months, and I figured someone could benefit. And I think it's no coincidence you saw that and noticed something from that. But to give a little more context, Alicia, you've already have been clearing like 10, 15K months profit for a decent amount of time. She wasn't she wasn't looking necessarily more just to make more money, but just to have more time freedom back and to get more of her time back working less. So what I'm really focusing on with you is more strategy and how can you create more of that freedom where you can make more high quality framework videos, getting more of that time back so you can spend more time enjoying your vacation, spend more time with your family. And that's really our focus more. Wouldn't you say
Mm-hmm.
it's not so much you're trying to hit more so bigger months, but more so have strategy and get some of your time back?
Yeah, absolutely. That's 1000%. I mean, obviously we have financial goals like mine. I want to pay off my house. Like I want to pay off my house. So we don't have to struggle. I mean, not that we're struggling, but we don't have to worry about that house payment every single month, right? We're actually opening a couple restaurants right now. So we're in the middle of doing that
That's
entrepreneurship.
exciting.
And that's a big deal. It sounds like I'm just chasing time. Like I just want some time freedom. So I am still doing nursing, but my plan is to step back, part-time, so working 2 days a week,
There we go.
and then focus more on TikTok. January, we'll decide what our plan is and only, create this much for this count, this much for this count, and be comfortable with our time that we're doing. But I'm learning every single day.
My most viral videos have been at midnight, 1
Yeah.
a.m. I filmed one right after like the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
right that at night. Next morning, 2 million views. So, like you said, like I said, it's different for
Wow.
each person. I have friends that won't post after 7 p.m. I have friends who post at 10 p.m. It really goes down to the content. That's amazing.
So really you got to do what's right for you. And I
You do.
hear that all the time, but you're like, okay, well, what's right for me? Well, you have to test it out. You got to figure it out.
Exactly. So that's why I always say, like, if you don't know, you might as well test it. Because if you put it out there, the video you think
Yeah.
that you made in 2 minutes might be the one that changes your life. Someone I was just with in Bali, his video, it was 12 at night, and he decided he was like half awake. He did not want to edit and post it. It was a overlay, kind of like the one you made of the skincare, like pointing up. That video made him over 150,000 in profit. And before that, he was at $10,000 a month. He just decided to film that video that night right before going to bed. It's really a lottery ticket. Like if you keep putting these shots up, I'm
Yeah.
calling it now for you. You're gonna have a video that's another one that's going to really change your life this Q4. You're putting in the work, you're trying new things, and I'm really excited to see where you go these next three
I
months.
hope so. Yeah, just trying new angles. I think that's the key. Like people are used to seeing certain things, but if you can throw some new stuff out there and it works, there's violations you got to worry about. But I think though, if you can figure out what's working and what's getting pushed and it's new and different, that's what people are looking for. They can scroll through TikTok all day long, but if they see something different, new, and makes them think about what they're seeing, I think that's kind of the angle I'm looking for.
I think you'll crack that, and we'll work to throw those shots at the wall. You know how to make something new and different, and I think with the GMB Max stuff, the people who really go that extra step to break down the content and say, all right, I'm going to try this a little bit different, you're going to reap most of the benefits. Because most people are just, I mean, most people are, I would just say it, are lazy and they copy and they're not willing to go that extra step. The people who are going to go that extra step are going to reap all the benefits. So I think you fit that category clearly. You've been doing it for a while. I guess a few more questions. Since working with me, and I know it's a small group to start. I just kind of got off the ground, was on vacation. What's kind of been, be honest too, not paying you to say this. What's been your experience working with me, an affiliate architect? How do you feel so far about the value and what you're getting out of it?
I think it's great. I love the community where we can go in and, you have different channels, you can post different things. I love the organization of the community. I've been in other Discords where it's like totally just unorganized. You don't know where to post, how to post, what you're looking for. You have to scroll through all these comments. It's got great organization. I love like to the point your framework. The framework channel is probably this is why I got into being a part of you was because you can break down those frameworks. It's just a whole new way of thinking. Like I've been through the other stuff. I want to learn how to break these videos down and make them better. And that's kind of where I focus is right there. Also, keeping me accountable for what I need to be doing. Do everything I need to do every single day. No, just because I have a lot of things going on. But I know, hey, I need to get this done because I told Mason I was going to do this, and he's looking at my results. It
I'm
needs to
watching.
happen.
I'm
So,
watching.
yeah, it keeps me accountable. And yeah, you have to be accountable. You got to have someone pushing you. You got to have someone in the same space that cares because nobody knows what you're going through. They don't know what you're doing every single day. They don't know what you're thinking. Like almost another page where you can almost journal and talk about your feelings and talk to other affiliates is a good idea too, which I do have up, but creating the time to do it every single day, I only do it when I am like, okay, I need to put this out there. And that builds you another page as well for the future. But I think I'm going to keep it as a journal page because it helps you get that out. I can talk to my husband about it. He's just started doing the affiliate program.
I
He's
saw.
learning from ground
Congratulations, man.
zero, but yeah, he's doing good. And he knows because he knows how hard I'm working, but he doesn't have the education behind him as, that I've been doing and that I can get tips from other people as well that knows, okay, we'll try this instead of this because I'm teaching him. You need to have an outlet. You need to have space. And that's what this did for me. So it's been good.
I appreciate it. And I'm gonna double down on that framework content in the group, but just kind of explain to people is like my focus is really getting people to learn the why behind why they're making a video. And that was the big switch for me. I was making content for a year straight on TikTok Shop, I couldn't break past that 5 to 10K mark because I wasn't understanding the framework behind the video. And for Alicia, it's been a game changer, just a new way of thinking. And my whole thing is like, how can I get you to think differently? I don't want to just be another group where I'm telling you copy this, do
Mhm.
that, and you can clearly see in the group I'm pushing people to really self-reflect on their content and constantly dig one step deeper. Why am I using this hook? Why do I have this black shirt on in particular? Why am I filming this outside? Why am I using a credible figure? Always asking those questions. It's you're going to make money far beyond just TikTok shop. And that's my goal, is not just to teach you how to be a good TikTok shop creator, but teach you how to make a consistent income. That's how I like to take the approach, is if I can get you to think outside the box, your results are going to be different than 99% of people. When I read that book, I was actively applying while filming. For people who don't know, I recommend her the book Caspertising. Highly recommend it to all you guys. Changed my life. And what I learned is making my hooks more hyper specific. And I read that in the book and I said, let's try this out. And I started using detailed numbers, more specific verbiage, and that's when I went on my first crazy run with TikTok. Before TikTok Shop, with slideshow content, doing tens of millions of views, getting very specific. And I'm like, this stuff works. It's not just no gimmick like marketing tips. Like if you apply these fundamentals, these are core fundamentals human beings just rely on.
Yeah, and it totally makes sense. And once you make your first video on that, you're like, wait a minute. I mean, that's a video I would buy. I would watch my video and say, I'm gonna buy that for me because that was pretty, that hits my pain point right there. And I mean, you understand it as a human being. You know that you have to take care of your children. You know that you need food and you want to enjoy your food and beverages. You know that you need to provide for your family. You know that you need to protect them. You know that you need to make sure they don't cross the street in a, the first thing you're going to do, they gave an example in the book which totally hit home for me. If your 3-year-old was getting ready to cross the street and there was a car coming, you wouldn't think twice about going grab that child and pull him away from the car, right? I mean, that's protecting your family. That's fear of something happening to your family. That's an instinct that we have as human beings. So if you can apply 1, 2, 3 of these things, the life force 8 things that we rely on 100% as humans in your scripts, to help convince them that they may need this and target that audience. I mean, that alone, just seeing my videos from the point that I started applying that has made a huge difference.
I'm so happy to hear that and that you've actively applied it.
Yeah, so that was great.
It's changed my life too. So, two more things and then we'll wrap it up and I'll let you get going. I guess one, if anyone's on the fence of looking for mentorship and they see me, what would you say to someone who wants to take that leap of faith and get to that next point?
I would definitely say, yeah, just grab it. Number one, you're going to get the one-on-one coaching. You're going to get the help, the support that you need. You're also going to get the framework, the breakdown, thinking outside of the box. Like that's what I needed, something different than what's out there. I needed a step above, not the same stuff that I've been learning. And I have gone out and done different courses, different coaches, different discords. Like I'm searching for that. Give me something valuable that I can use. I've been there, done that. You get the education, you get the above and beyond, and you get the one-on-one, which I really like. Yeah, if you're looking for something different outside the box, viral content, break it down frame by frame, I honestly think that this is where you need to be.
I appreciate it. My only goal is just to
Yeah.
get people to that next step. Also, tell the people, what have you done this last 2 weeks with content since joining? Like, what are sales looking like start of October, start of the Q4?
We're doing okay so far. So, I've been averaging, I would say about 200 a day ish, 2 to 300 a day ish up until now. And I'm starting to see things ramp up.
There we
Like I
go.
said, I have changed my content a bit. So I'm not going to say it's just Q4. I have changed my content a bit and using what you've given me, my strategies, and it's ramping up. Yeah. So I had my highest day, it was like I think 700-ish that day. So we're starting to ramp
Profit?
up and we're still going. Yeah. No,
Wow.
700. I wish
700 commission.
7,000.
700 commission
Yeah.
one day. Let's go. What day
Yeah,
was that?
in a day. Yeah. So we're getting there. I don't know, like 2 days ago. So we're still in October.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's what
and last
happens when
quarter,
you
I
take the
mean, I
risk.
think I think November, last fourth quarter, my highest month was 27,000. So I would like to, my goal is 30,000 this quarter a month, see if I can just past that. So that's my ultimate, is I just want to get above that 27.
We'll make it happen. I'll help you as much as possible to get to
Yeah.
that point. Yeah, I mean, for me personally, I just want my only focus is to grow this as much as possible, give more framework breakdowns, create myself again too, and just really change my family's life this Q4, just like your goal is too. That's really everything I got here. I really appreciate you coming on and we chop it up. I kind of forgot this was an interview. We kind of went off tangent. Do you have any last pieces of
That's
advice
okay.
or thoughts you want to share with someone watching? What's the one piece of advice you'd leave with someone?
You just got to create. Creating is going to get you experience. It's going to, and you need to learn from what you just made too. Like, did it do well? Did it not do well? And it sucks, but it takes a little bit of time to get better at creating and what's actually working. And honestly, like, everybody's gonna tell you it's the hook. You got to get the hook, but it's also the content in between. Like, yes, you want to hook them to watch, but you need to hook them to watch because they need to watch the rest of the video. That hook needs to draw them in to where they're like, oh my gosh, I need to watch the rest of this to find out what they're talking about, or what I need out of this video. So there's a lot more to it than just the hook. And I think that's where, like, a human being's wants, needs, you need to understand that side of things, which you don't think a 60-second video, 30-second video is going to entail all this, but it does. You really need that in order to make that viral video. And it's a lot, but at the same time, if you can understand it, it makes your content creating a lot easier. And it's not a waste of time. You're not just getting 300, 500 views. You're going to actually get thousands of views and possible conversion. And that's what we're here for, to make good content. So yeah, just create. Don't take what everybody else says 100%. Like, don't believe everything everybody says, because your platform, your algorithm is going to be different. Do what you feels right for you, what you believe in, right? I think that's huge, because if you don't believe in the product's not going to sell at all.
Facts. A lot of people get that wrong. They just promote what they see going viral because they
Yeah.
think that'll make them money. You need to sell what you genuinely would sell to someone face to face. That's my belief system.
And you know what I've learned from that too is I've learned that unfortunately, my LFA is like comfort, and I wouldn't say keeping up with the Joneses, but maybe, because I like material things. I like things that look good in my house, that makes things a little bit easier to accomplish in the house. Like, I do home lifestyle stuff. I do a lot of comfort things. So furniture, things that I feel comfortable having in my home. I do like lamps that I have outside. I do decoration for my home. So it's not necessarily things that I need, but things that I want and makes me feel comfortable in my own home, that I've desired. And so I kind of thought about, okay, am I in the right space? Even though I'm making, the money that I want to make every single month, am I in the right space? Am I promoting the right products? Could I be making more if I posted products that are a necessity for this person, or that needs this in their life, not just wants this in their life? My algorithm's working for me. I'm selling what I want to sell. I enjoy it. So I don't know if I'm going to veer off from that.
There's a fine line between that, right? Because there's obviously products that sell more and they touch on people's insecurities, but then there's also promoting the content you like.
Mm-hmm.
And you could still make life-changing money like you are right now and selling things you genuinely believe in. And that's really a decision you have to come to a conclusion on your own. It really just depends
Yeah.
what your goals are. And the fact that you're even able to be self-aware of that, you know the right decision already. So
Yeah. And I do think about the insecurities. Each product I grab, I'm like, okay, well, why would someone need this? Not just want it, but why would someone need this? And even for my solar lamp, like, I'm doing really well with that right now. And I don't know why, because we're going into winter.
how
So
many
who
sales have
knows?
you done with
But
the solar lamp recently? Past 30 days?
uh, like, how many have I sold?
How much GMV have you done with that solar lamp video?
How much GMV? I don't even know. I've thousands. Like, we're selling hundreds a day at this point.
Wow.
And like I said, it's weird because we're going into winter, and why are we not buying this in the summer or the spring, like when I actually made content then? But you never know when it's going to pop off. But when I think about that product and insecurities, yes, it's great to have it in my house because of it looks good, but the insecurities of that, I'm like, okay, what can I think about? So you got to pick a product, think about insecurities, go with that route, but also go with, it looks good too, if that's what the product's made for. The insecurities of that one is I kind of focus on, the lighting and the safety of your home. It's on all night long. So you have a light that's on at the front door all night long. If you want it for the backyard, maybe you have some dogs that go outside to go to the bathroom. They have a solar light that they can see all night long. Like, it's just taking care of your pets, taking care of your home, the safety. So even that has a little bit of insecurity. Like, you need to just think about each product, what it can do to make your life easier, better, to fulfill that insecurity. Even if it's just a want or a need product, there's something, right, that you can focus on for insecurity.
And it's just really cool that you're able to promote all these different products despite everyone saying, "Oh, let's all do supplements. Let's all do these products." And you're still killing it. And that's something I want people to take away from this call is you do not just need to do supplements, guys. Like, you do not just need to stick to one niche
Right.
because everyone else is doing it. Alisha is able to tap in insecurities like you explained with the products you're doing now. I really think any niche works if there's a big enough market, and you've proven that to be true.
Yeah. I mean, it does make it a little harder to create really good content when you're focused on 10 different directions. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have 5 products here. You're actually like, I'm literally making 10 different products 10 different times a day. And that's where I'm like, okay, am I doing this right? Do I need to hone in on 5 products that everybody's telling me to do? At the same time, this has been working for me, so I'm kind of nervous to hone in on those products and give those other products up because I don't know if that's right for me. So I'm just going to keep doing what's working for me and hone in on what's going viral, recreate that, but in a more viral framework way that you've taught us than just recreating it over and over again. So that's what I'm focusing on. That's my goal.
That's exactly what you need to be focusing on. You're doing the right steps, and I'm going to keep sharing the framework stuff where I really break down one step
Yeah, that's
deeper
good stuff.
so people understand, because that's what people want more than ever nowadays is they don't want to just copy. They want to really understand themselves, and my focus is to help break all that down for you guys, and hopefully it's been helpful so far.
Yeah, 100%. And to learn how to make the content, like when you help us break it down, that's when we make our next video, we can go back to that and think, okay, this is what we need to be doing. Like, you're not just copying something. You're not learning anything if you're copying it. You need to copy, but recreate it and make it your own and make it even better. And that's what that does for me.
Yeah, I appreciate that. We're here to learn, not earn, because the more you learn, in the long run, you're gonna make way more money, and that's really what I'm
Yeah.
trying to teach and instill. Learn the frameworks, learn the deep reasons behind the content, not just copying, and you'll become bulletproof in any space, any niche for content. So I appreciate it. Last
Yep.
thing,
You got it.
I want you to look back on this interview end of Q4 so we could kind of, reminisce. What's you said earlier, but what's your goal for all of this Q4? What do you want to accomplish in these next 3 months?
I mean, we could shoot for the sky's the limits here, but realistically, last Q4, I want to beat last Q4's numbers because I feel like I've done better, I've created more, I've gotten better as a creator. Like, I just want to beat last numbers. So as long as I'm above and beyond that, I think I'm happy. I do know, like, everybody talks about the algorithm change. Things have changed a bit. Not necessarily algorithm, but what we need to be focusing on product and our content, right? So I'm trying to adjust with that as I go forward. But if I do better than I did last year, I'll be happy. So that's my ultimate goal.
It's a humble goal, and you killed it last Q4. So, do you have a number in mind you want to share and put out there?
Yeah. So last Q4, I probably did about 150,000,
Wow.
just Q4.
GMB?
So it was great. It was great.
Wow. I thought that was just GMP last Q4. So in all last Q4 you did
No, 150 commission.
150,000 in commission. You should be proud of
Yeah,
yourself.
so it was crazy. And yeah, and then throughout the year it was a good 10 grand monthly. So
Easy.
I know it's possible. I know it's there. Yeah. So and now that I've gotten better with creating, I'm just like, okay, we're putting this, but we're not just banking on, like, last year, I would say about 5 products really hit hard with ads and went organically as well. But I'm banking on 10, 15 products this year that we're going to hit hard and hit ads and go crazy with. So yeah, we're just doubling down.
Hey, let's shoot. I'm shooting for. I don't think you'll. This is my goal for you. Let's shoot for 300,000 this Q4 for you. With the inputs you're putting in,
Sounds good. Let's
that's
do
more
it.
than possible. And we're gonna just keep going.
Yeah.
300,000 profit for you this Q4. I think you should aim even higher and be more delusional because you deserve it more than 99% of people that I've seen.
Oh, thank you.
You're
Yeah,
putting
thank
in
you.
the work. You really are.
Definitely. But I mean, it pays off. If I told you, like I tell everybody all the time, if I told you 6 months from now, you'd make 200,000 in those 6 months. Would you put the work in that we're putting in? Absolutely, you would do it for, 6 months hardcore, put the work in. Yeah. But we can never guarantee that. But I'm telling you, I've seen it happen. So if you put the work in, why not?
Why
Six
not
months of
you?
your life.
I
Yeah.
agree. That's a killer mentality. Well, I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you so much for coming on and doing this. I'm going to stop the recording really quick. But if you
Yeah.
guys are also interested, you see it first. Alisha is absolutely killing it, hitting her highest days start of October. Going to hit her highest Q4. Feel free to reach out if you guys are interested more on Instagram or link in bio.